Hello, wonderful people of the internet. My name is Alexander Amwan, and I'm here to go through with you two examples of the scenarios or tasks we are using iLex company. So, without much ado, I open the task. I've already opened it over here. So it says device configuration example. And this is the task at hand. It says create a device configuration file with the following specifications, which will then be applied to a router in Cisco Packet Tracer. And the device configuration specifications are device type router, device iLex main router. Required configurations, we have the set host name, set message of the day, secure console with encryption, set up telnet and SSH on the device. The last one is set up IEDRP router, which we are not going to do. It's going to be a challenge for you. So after you've configured a network for an enterprise with all the routing specification in place with all the IPs, then you can do your routing. All right. And then lastly, you save the device configuration to a test file ready to be applied to the device in packet tracer. All right. So this is the execution. This is how it's being done in the system. So here you say the wizard will be used to complete this task in 13 simple steps. So this one will serve as a guide for us. So I will not strictly go by this, but I'll open um, iLex config over here. This is the software. So we will start. All right. I'm already going back to look at the execution. All right. So step one, what does it say? Open wizard. All right. So let's open wizard. How do we open the wizard? You go to automate and wizard. You can also right click here and go to wizard, or you can click on this shortcut over here, wizard. So there are so many, places you can get lost. Okay, so just choose one. All right. I will choose this one, automate and wizard. All right. So our wizard loads. Okay. So what's the next step? Let's see what it's saying. So the next step is saying wizard overview. Wow. So explore the wizard overview and click on start. So the wizard overview is here and then all right. So we go back to our software and say overview. All right. So we have seen this before. So this is where the wizard is going to take us through because it's a device configuration. We'll start from here, make the choice one, and then we come here, device type. So we can create a new device and device type, and then we can create a new device from the device type, and we can use that to create a project. And from there, we can save the file, configuration file to a text file. Okay, so let's close this by clicking on the form here to go away. So now we are back to the wizard. So we click on start. So we are here now. Task number one. What do you want to do? So you select device configuration and then you hit next. So this one shows we are here. The green shows that we have already completed the task. So we come to device type and it says no device type. So we click on device type. Here we are not going to strictly go by um, the execution in the file. bar, we'll create a new name. All right. So if we were to select a router or create a router, we have one in there already. So you just go to lookup and then you look for router. All right. Then you press enter or click select or you double click here. All right. We don't want to use this one. So we'll create a new one. How do we go about that? We click on this command button, create new device type. We click on it, it clears the field for new entry. I'm going to give a name for a device type. So I like starting my names with I. So I say I device type. So this I'll give a description, tutorial. How do you spell tutorial? Tutorial. Yeah, tutorial device type. Okay. So now I can't go back because I have not created this um, device type. So all I need to do is to click on save and it's successful. It has given me an ID over here and this is the description. You can also give commands or assign commands to this device type. But I'm not going to do that, but you can challenge yourself with it. I have created single and group commands in the system already. All right. So you click back to wizard and it has selected it over here. Okay, so you click on next again. It says device. So we are here. You click on device. You you click device type and then you look for the one you created and this is it. Or you can put it here and search for it and type device. All right, so it has come, double click, and then you specify a name. So I'll say I device, and I'll say tutorial device, and then I'll click save, successful, then ID. I can also give command or assign command to this device. Like I said earlier on, you can challenge yourself with that. So we go to back to wizard. And now the wizard knows that I have selected my device, which is I device. I go to next. Now I need to create a project for this configuration for the device. So I have to click on project and then I say I put I project, that is the project name. So I project. And then I have to select the device. So I click on lookup. And lo and behold, this is my device. I select it and click select and say save projects. So I have saved a project for this configuration for the device. All right. So after doing this, I now have a project in the system for this task. So let's see if it's there. So I click on lookup and lo and behold, I have my device here. And you can, as you can see, you have the owner and then the creator and then the supervisor. All right. Scott Gray reminds me of a great teacher. Yeah, he taught me well. Yes, he taught me packet tracer and VMware and server management and all of that. Yeah, thank you, Scott. All right, so you click select, and here we are. This is our project. Okay. So from here we click on e-config. So start project configuration. So now we are going to initialize the configuration. So we click on e-config. So this is the e-config form. Okay. So that is the form over here. So here, if you can see, we have manage configuration for the selected device. We have command button over here. We had we have add command over here and order. Okay. So next step is to click on command. If we remember, the first task is to set the host name. So we have to set the host name to the device name. So this is what we're going to do. So I'll click command. Alright, and here we can select from um three different modes. Okay, combining single and group mode. Okay, so we have device type single. So we have commands for the device type single all over here. We can have device type group. All right, so we have the group. So if you click on an item, all the commands related to the console line, for instance, all of them will be populated over here. So let's try this one. Let's double click this one. You see, it has brought all the commands in group. All right. Okay. Now we don't need this one. So we're going to select a single um, command. And the first one is we are going to set a host name. So this is it. We double click on it, but we can't use name over here. We have to use the name of device. So we double click on it. It comes here, and then we change the name to I device. We click here to update the command. Very good. So after this, we just click on add command and you see it over here. So this is the first line of command in the configuration file. Next, we have to set the message of the day. How do we do that? All right, so we click on command again, and then we search for the command. The command starts with banner. All right, so I have this. I can select this one or this one. Let me select this one. I will choose this one. All right, so this is it. Just one command, and I just add it. Click on add to add. So right now we have two commands in the configuration file. Next, what does it say? It says you should secure the console with encryption. All right, so we minimize this one, and then we go to command, and we type. So this one is going to be the commands are not they are not going to be in single but in groups. So I make sure I select the device type group command or device group command. So let's see if I can see some encryption over here. So if I select this one, it means it's going to bring all the commands related to this enable password. Okay, so I will select this one, and lo and behold, the group command comes in. So we have three of them for them. So you just click on add command. Alright, so right now we have five commands in the configuration file. Next on our list is to set up telnet and SSH on the device. So we're going to combine the two. Alright, so telnet, how do we do that? We go to commands again, and then make sure we go to device type group and search here. We have telnet over here. So it means we can select that one. So this is the telnet commands. Alright. So you don't need to select them one by one because they're in groups. So it saves you a lot of time. So you add command. So right now we have about 12 of them in the configuration file. The next, we go and search for SSH. Let's see this one. SSH. Yes, this is SSH. So all these commands, they are grouped under SSH. All right. So we have some two exit commands over here. I will click on one and then delete that command. All right. So now I have only one exit command. After that, I will say add command. So now we have these commands. All right. So the last one that we need to do, as I told you earlier, we are not going to do the quick one because we don't have much network configuration to set up routing on it. So I will leave that to you as a challenge to do that in your Cisco network project. All right. Okay. So what we do next? So I have my configuration file. So what do I do? I need to write to the device, or in other words, to save the configuration file to the device with a command. So what do I do? I go to command. There is a command here we call write do write. Okay, so that is it. I click on it. I say select, and then I add that, and you can see I have that one here as the last one. So from here, I'm done with the configuration. So I will click on Save File, and then I'll browse to where I want to save my scripts or my file. I've saved the file. So I'll now close. So now you see we are at the end of the task. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's asking me whether I want to proceed with a new task. And here it says, congratulations, you have been able to prepare a device configuration successfully. You can now apply this configuration to your device using package tracer or pivot for future use. So if you like, you can just click new task and it will restart and ask you the same questions. And based on your answers, it will execute them for you. So you click on close and close. So now we're going to open our um, package tracer over here. All right. So I open my package tracer. I choose switches. I choose my switch. I can choose a router. I can choose a switch. Okay, let me choose the router and see what happens. And then I put this router here. Okay, so this is my router. I click on the router and then I go to config and I go to merge running config merge. Okay, the global setting. So I'll go to merge and then look for my configuration file, which is here, and this one is the iDevice config. So open. So congratulations, made successful. So let's see if everything was applied to it. Go to command line, say enter. Oh, no authorized access. So that is my banner, which is working. And then my host name is also working. All right. I go to enable and the password is also there. I go to Cisco, that's the password, and then I go to config T, configure terminal, and I do show run. Okay, enter. All right, so let's see. My host name is iDevice, and then we have been enabled to enable the secrets on the login. All right, and that is all we have here. Oh, we have more. I enter, enter. All right, so that is my secret. All right, I enter, I go on and enter. All right, so it has my domain SSH. It's configured on it. I've seen it here. All right, let's go on. All right, let's go on. Let's go on. All right, so that's the banner. And this is the telnet. Then the encryption over here. SSH over here. All right, so we are done. We've been able to configure this device using iLex config. All right, so let's see what we have here. So if we look at our file here, our execution here, we open the wizard and then we look at the overview and then we selected a device type and also a device, and then we started a new project and then we configured the project. Okay, we selected the commands and they are here, now, and we are done. Yeah, so this is how you use iLex config to execute tasks like this. Next on our tutorial, we'll look at another example, which is we're going to generate a script for AD7. Thank you very much. Fingers crossed. See you.